This weekend, the men's and women's basketball teams traveled to Asheville for the 2014 Southern Conference Tournament. The men came into the competition as the number 4 seed and took on 5th-seeded Western Carolina in Saturday's quarterfinal. After a strong first half, the Phoenix blew a 12-point lead in the second half and ended up falling to the Catamounts 66-64. The loss marked the first time under Coach Matheny's 5-year tenure that the team didn't win a game in the tournament, a disappointing end to a season with such high expectations. Over on the women's side, the Phoenix came in as the 5th seed and managed to knock off 4th-seeded App State in the quarterfinals before falling to number 1-seeded Chattanooga, 77-44 in the semis on Sunday. The losses not only marked the end of the season, but also the end of Elon basketball's time in the Southern Conference. Our Rajat Agarwal was in Asheville this weekend and found out more.
Elon became a member of the Southern Conference in 2003. Now 11 years later, Elon took the court for the final time as a member of the SoCon. With that sound, the Elon basketball program said goodbye. Both the men's and women's basketball teams entered the 2014 Southern Conference Tournament knowing it would be their last. For women's head coach Charlotte Smith, the years in the SoCon were a treat.
I just loved it, because it was like you had to be mentally sharp and mentally focused. Every night you had to be prepared to fight.
Perhaps the biggest supporter of Elon basketball through the years has been longtime Elon legend Dr. Earl Danley, who gave the SoCon one final famous towel wave.
I've been in the various conferences over the years at Elon. I think that the Southern Conference has been one of the best affiliations we have had.
The Southern Conference Tournament has now been hosted in Asheville for the past 3 seasons, and Elon has embraced it.
Asheville is a great place to have the tournament. I've enjoyed being here. I'm surprised and pleased with the great number of Elon fans who come to Asheville for the tournament.
In the time that Elon has spent in the conference, it has seen tremendous growth across the board.
I think our programs have improved since we've been in the Southern Conference. There's some really fine institutions in the Southern Conference.
The future of Elon athletics is promising, and Dr. Danley is looking forward to it.
I guess next year we'll be in Baltimore in a new conference and a new tournament.
The Phoenix will move to the Colonial Athletic Association at the beginning of next season. For the final time in Asheville at the Southern Conference Basketball Tournament, Rajat Agarwal, Elon Local News.
Sunday was a beautiful day for the 46th best team in the nation to take on the Davidson Wildcats at the Jimmy Powell Tennis Center. Every match was completed in 2 sets, with Silverman, Fortman, Kowalski, and Lindgren picking up wins. Silverman is ranked 26th in the nation and was one of the 3 Elon players to drop 3 games or fewer all afternoon. The 6-1 victory over the Wildcats is the Phoenix 4th in a row. The ice storm that affected student studies on Friday also affected Elon's athletics on Saturday. Elon's softball's doubleheader got pushed to Sunday, where the Phoenix hosted both Radford and Towson. First versus Towson, we pick it up in the bottom of the 7th, where an infield pop-up left a potential game-winning run on third. To extras we go, when it was Elon's Kerry Million lining down the third base line, scoring, and for the eventual walk-off hit. Final score 3-2. Later, when Elon hosted Radford, an Elon sac fly in the bottom of the 3rd gave the Phoenix a 2-0 lead. Then it was Elon Jr. Grace Ng who connected on a solo shot to deep left, giving the Elon the 3-0 lead. Radford would battle back, but the Phoenix would hold on for the 3-2 win. So basically, for the rest of the week in sports at Elon, we have tennis on Tuesday and Wednesday. We have the women on Tuesday and the men on Wednesday. And then this Friday through Sunday, the baseball team will play against Georgia Southern, a 3-game series against the number 1 seed in the Southern Conference. It should be a great game, and everyone should definitely go out and check it out.
And those are 2 teams that are coming off of a Southern Conference win last year, so I'm looking forward to watching them play.
I mean, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, we're not too far behind them in the rankings. I'm pretty sure Elon's sitting at 3rd or 4th right now.
Elon is 4th, and Georgia Southern is number 1 in the Southern Conference. So like I said, a huge huge series for the Elon Phoenix, and hopefully a good set of games going into the weekend.
Well, I'm sure we're all missing our alumni, Steve Roth, who's always there at those games, like one of the most dedicated baseball fans I have ever seen. We need to give them our support this weekend.
Yeah.
And you gotta love spring sports because they get you outside, and it's great.
Exactly.
Finally, the weather's turned around, so it's
right.
about time.
And now
That's
that
right.
basketball's done with, we can focus solely on the spring sports. We got baseball, softball, lacrosse, and tennis, and should be a great spring going into the Southern Conference tournaments later in the spring.
All right.
So.
Well, that's exciting. And that's all the time we have for this Elon Local News.